This week's video is sponsored by absolutely nobody. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the show. Lost Latvian here with another Saturday video. And this is going to be a little bit different show. We're going to have a different league hat. So, one of those shows I call Kitchen Sink. So, I think we need to take a break from the Aussie stuff and NHL and whatnot. So let's just look at something completely different leagues, and something I haven't showed you for a while. Now let me start out with something. Uh, I can't really freaking step away from the Aussie stuff, right? But let me just show you something what I got received as a gift. One hat is a gift. The other one I kind of got it on my own because I'm a fan of this team. This is an AFL team. It's a snapback. I don't even know who the hell makes this hat, but it's like a dad hat. And I just wanted to get something when I mow the lawn, to throw on, so not to wear my fitted hat, but just something casual. And this is St. Kilda Saints Football Club hat. Simple Saints script, and this is not a new era made hat at all. Has like the colored eyelids, a little bit crazy. It's a snapback. Club was established in 1873, so it has a great history. And I happen to pick this hat as one of my favorite teams to follow. And this was before I even knew Lee, before I knew Paul, my friend Paul in Australia, man, and then before I really got into AFL. This is when I just kind of discovered the sport, and I kind of picked the Saints because I saw the game where they basically destroyed another team, and I was like, oh, these guys must be good, so let's root for them. But yeah, I got this hat just to wear it, around the house, so to speak, when I mow the lawn, so it'll work, nothing fancy, nothing I'm afraid of getting sweaty and dirty, but still, still representing the team I like to follow, you know. And then this other hat, my brother-in-law, he moved to live in Italy. He received the Italian citizenship, so he basically ditched the United States, and him and his wife went over, and they live in Italy. And let me just get rid of this tag. And funny story, my wife, I think I've mentioned that my wife went to Italy this past Christmas, and I was in Latvia last year. She went to Italy by herself, and then this year we're gonna go to Italy together. Also, kind of look for a place to live because, we kind of have decided that it's probably time for us to move, and because the life and in general here gets like too crazy, too expensive, too unpredictable. Uh, we're getting older, we want more peaceful, uh, lifestyle, so to speak, where we could just chill a little more. Life here in the States is super busy, and just it's time to think about the retirement, and what we want to do and how we want to spend our whatever God has given us, to live. So Italy is definitely in our books, to check it out. So when my wife went over there, one thing I asked her, I said, when you go over there, please buy me a soccer jersey. And I told her, I said, do not buy AC Milan because I already have it. I got it in Copenhagen when I was in Europe. And do not buy the Napoli because that's something she got from me the last time she was in Italy. And I said, just get me like AS Roma or something like that from the area, something easy to get. And so she got home. I when she was still there, I asked, "Hey, did you get me a jersey?" Oh yeah, 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 yada yada yada. And it happens to be that they forgot about it, and they went and looked for it, but the stores were closed, and like all kinds of stuff. And then I don't know if it happened on the day they were leaving. She was leaving and coming back when she saw the jersey in Rome at the airport. But for whatever fucking reason, man, it was the AC Milan jersey, man, and it didn't click to her. So she comes home and I was like, hey, honey, I said, did you buy me a jersey? Oh, yeah, you'll be very happy. And she takes it out in the suitcase, and the minute, like, I saw it was still in a pack, all packed up in this plastic wrap, and I was like, man, you got to be shitting me, man. You got me something I already have and I asked you not to get, and she was so disappointed. And she's like, how did I screw this one up? I said, that you ask yourself and your brother. And then I guess she talked to her brother, and he was coming here to States. And then one day, and I didn't even know that he would bring me the jersey, so he did. He did find me the Roma jersey, and I got that. And then he also asked what size of hat I'm wearing, man. And I was like, that's interesting. I said 718. And he's like, okay. And then he went to a wedding. His wife's, like, it's his like second marriage, but his current wife's daughter, she was getting married on East Coast somewhere like North Carolina or whatever. So he did not come to Denver, but he sent the package, and he sent that jersey over, and there was also this hat. And so this is an AC Roma hat. So thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I got this hat. So very cool, very cool. It is a 940 adjustable New Era hat, all the way from Italy, AC Roma. I really like the Roma's logo. That's kind of cool. I mean, if we ever end up, living in Italy, that would be one thing to collect, like Serie A league jerseys and hats and whatnot. That's whole another story. Whole another rabbit hole to fall in. But yeah, here's the Roma hat, a dad hat. How do you say, like, is there a saying, do not look at the teeth of the gifted horse? You know what that means? So now let's go and move on to the fitted hats. And basically that's saying what it is. It's like in Latvian you say, neskaties dāvinātam zirgam zobos. So it basically means, yeah, you don't look in a horse's teeth. You know how when you buy a horse, you check out the teeth and see if it's all good, and based on that, you buy the horse. So basically what it is, it's telling you when something is gifted, be appreciative of that, and do not, dislike or whatnot. Those are the good manners. Unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of people do not follow. People are fucking dicks, man, in general. But, like, to me, dad hats is not my preferred thing, but I absolutely love this hat because it was a gift from my brother-in-law. It is a Roma hat. I can wear it with my jersey, like, find the good things in life, uh, and you'll be much a better person. So Absolutely love it. Thank you, Chris. So next one. This one I picked on a discount. Topper Store USA had this event going on, and you get this. They started out 50% off, and then the time is ticking, and you go and pick up the hats. And I only bought one, and this was the Reading Fighting Phil's hat. I kind of like this bold logo, minor leaguer with this bold ass R, Reading Fighting Phil's hat. So yeah, this one is made in Laos, 718, 100% polyester. I got it for like 20 bucks, 24 bucks, something like that. Because I also had some tokens or whatnot, so it was a great price. No, it was even less than that. It was like 10 bucks or something with all my discounts. Let's check this one out. Oh no, let's look at these. Let's check it out first. Cool looking hat. Little on the tight side, but nothing crazy. But then I have two. I don't know why I have two cards. Danny Jackson. Looks like he's a pitcher for Reds. Do you know good old Danny? And then I got this other guy, Dave Johnson, Orioles. He is also a pitcher. Dave Johnson, man. To me, pitchers are almost like same status as quarterbacks in NFL, Next cat. Yeah, this one looks good, feels good. Got carried away. Next hat. Patience pays off. I remember when Topper Store USA or whoever released this hat or similar hat, they said that this will never come back or whatnot, and it could be truth, I'm not disputing that. And at the time, I was not very keen of buying it, but the more I saw it, the more I regretted that I didn't buy. And then Topper Store Europe released this hat, and I jumped right on it and got it. Midnight Black Camo. I love the Midnight Black Camo. And you got this nice side patch. Lake Elsinore Storm. This is kind of like crazy looking, scary looking hat. Man, I like that midnight camo. That's the only camo I really like. It's just something super cool. Minor league hat. It's just something really cool, very raised, like Storm script. Let's try it on. Damn, this is... I want to cut down on my cursing. I almost said an F word. But this is tight. But it's super, super nice. I mean, it fits great. I mean, this fabric feels weird, man. Let me see. No, it's 100% polyester, but it feels like smooth, like silky smooth. Lake Elsinore Storm. Happy to have this hat in my collection. What do you guys think? You got one Lake Elsinore Storm as well? I think it's freaking good looking hat. Hat number 2. Hat number 3, and I only wish that more Premier League teams would have a deal with New Era, and I'm not a big fan of having like any kind of demons, devils, or whatnot on my hat or my merch or whatever, but it's still a cool collector's piece. And this is Manchester United hat, done by Topper Store Europe. On the side it says, "I love United." And you know their nickname is the Red Devils. They have a hard times lately now for a couple seasons. Man United is not what it used to be anymore. They have a lot of work to do. But this is a cool hat. Cool Premier League hat. Yeah, Premier League is a English, British professional football league. For those who don't know what the Premier League is. Absolutely love this hat. Like I said, a little bit apprehensive about these devil things. I have the team, like, Australia, Melbourne Demons, and I like that team, but it's just like, it's kind of a little hard, I'm not a like super religious person or nothing, but like I don't like, I'm like Snap, I don't like to fuck around with like the devil names, man, and like the devil merch and whatnot, like it's just not me, If I can avoid it, I avoid it. But as a like the team, like a merch, where it's really nothing devilish on it or whatnot, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna rock this one around, but maybe I'll wear it one day. But I'm like such a like football. I'm a one team's fan, like I'm a Liverpool fan, and I wish I would have the fitted FC Liverpool, hat. Liverpool, man, my tongue. Liverpool FC hat, I currently I don't have anything. I have a couple retarded uh, dad hats, I wish I could have actually like a nice A-frame, Liverpool A-frame hat. You guys, for those of you who live in Europe and England, man, if somebody could help me out and get me a decent Liverpool hat, or like at least point me in the right direction where I could have like an A-frame, like a nice one, but just these dad hats, they're not doing it for me, But this yeah is very super cool Manchester United hat. I wish more Premier League hats would be available. And so then the last hat is an absolute masterpiece. I don't know like how long this channel is gonna go. I mean, it's get tougher and tougher, and I'm not buying the hats anymore at the pace I used to. I'm super, super, super selective, Currently, after I show you all these hats, I only have 3 hats on a back order, on a pre-order, and I have a 4-pack, 4 or 5 hats, 5 I believe, in Latvia sitting. They're gonna be mailed soon, So basically 8 hats, I mean, all the videos I'm recording, man, these gonna last till like May or something like that. But I don't know what's beyond May, I'm getting a little bit worn out, not gonna lie. But the main thing is, I gotta have the hats to show you for this channel to sustain. Otherwise, it's not sustainable, you know. And all good days one day can end, you know. But let's not jump that far ahead, you know. Uh, I still like making videos, you know. It's just as far as the hat content, you know, like if I'm not buying that many hats, there could be only maybe like a one show a month or something, you know, and that and not with the regularity as it's right now, where there's a show every week. But with that being said, I mean, this hat could be like my hat of the year. I'm holding it right now, right here. And I did not know that I would like this hat so much. So I'm not big on any kinds of like, I do not watch any kind of shows on TV, like as far as like Yellowstone, you know, and all these, you know, other shows. It's just not my gig. I watch sports, a lot of sports. Uh, for whatever stupid reason, I do watch. This is kind of stupid. I like watching like 90 Day Fiance, man. You know, to me, it's such a fucking comedy show. Like you wouldn't even believe, man, the shenanigans, what's going on there, and maybe I like that show because I went through the similar experience coming to United States, because I had to get married in 90 days and all that kind of shit, you know. So I kind of have a common grounds with some of them, you know, but my life was not that crazy like on that damn show. But yeah, so I like that show. I absolutely love Traders. You know, if you know the show called The Traders, man, that is like, that's like a mind fuck show, man. Check it out, man. It's super cool. And but yeah, but I don't watch like Yellowstone or like uh, I don't even know them show names, you know. I'm just not interested, you know. And this, I believe, is hooked to either a show or a movie, The Godfather, but to me it more associates with like mafia, you know, like that time which really existed in the United States, in New York, in that area, you know, in 80s or whatnot, and it really, really represents uh, all what the mafia stands for, you know, and like how manipulative they are, and this is just a great hat, you know, period, man. This is an absolute fucking masterpiece. Yeah, look at the dude, man, on the back. Pierre absolutely fucking nailed this one. Look at the roses on the side. I definitely gonna rock this one. Unfortunately, man, you know, like I wish I could keep this one untouched, you know, just in a pristine condition, but I'm so keen to wearing this one because it's such a good hat. And you have this hand, you know, and you get these strings, you know, kind of representing how mafia manipulated people, you know, and governments and everything else, you know, like it really, really nails it, you know. The roses, maybe it stands for those who got, you know, messed up, you know, killed, whatever, man, you know, it's kind of like eerie feeling, you know. And then you got the dude on the back, and you have the script, The Godfather, you know, again with that hand. Oh man, and then you got the red brim, not the brim, but the red UV black guts, man. This is an absolute freaking, this is a fucking stunner, man, you know. That's all I can tell you. If I do end up making a hat of the year, I would not be surprised that this would be my hat of the year. So far, from all the hats of this year released, this is it. You know, this is definitely a front runner. So let's put it on, man. And I actually had my AC Milan jersey on it, which is a black and red stripes or red and black stripes, however you want to say it. And you put this one on, man, and it just fucking looks so awesome, man. It's crazy how good it looks. And I'm glad that it fits well. Maybe like if I would have to, I don't want to curve this brim, you know. I wanna keep it as is, and maybe I can like slightly stretch it because it's a little bit on a tighter side. If I would curve, yeah, it would be just fine. But I just don't want to curve it, man. Yeah, this is an absolute fucking masterpiece. So yeah, let's rank these hats real quick. I mean, yeah, there's no competition for this one. Hat number 4, yeah, 4th place. This Reading Fighting Phils. And man, these two. I mean, all these hats are fucking stunners, man. I can't rank them. I mean, I cannot tell apart these two, man. I like them equally good. You know, that would be my 2 second places, right? But this one is just a step above, man. This Godfather hat, absolute freaking awesome hat. This was leftovers from the pre-order. That's how I got it, man. Super happy to get it. Hat did sell out, and yeah, this is a freaking masterpiece. Everything about this hat is absolutely wonderful, man. This is a fucking panty dropper, man. You know, man, I dropped the F-bomb. So yeah, and then Manchester United and Lake Elsinore Storm. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this week's video, I kindly ask you to slap a like button on the video, yeah? Subscribe to the channel. Show me some love, you know. If you want to make a donation to the channel for all my work I'm doing here, you know, to encourage me to move on and maybe help me financially a little bit, you know, I would appreciate that as well. I will leave somewhere in one of them corners a PayPal address, you know, so you can transfer your hard-earned money to me. Buy me a hat, buy me a cup of coffee, you know. I mean, it's optional, of course, right? But yeah, with that being said, this was Lost Latvian. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you watch this. Take care, have a great health, and I hope to see you all very soon. Lost Latvian out. See you later, my friend. Bye-bye.